morning, everyone. Welcome back to, I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott.
Welcome back to Backyard Musings, broadcast in Apple Valley, California.
Yeah, and we're still the Science and Technology channel.
A little bit breezy. It's kind of moving, the laptop.
Yeah, we're having a little June down in Southern California. So
but it's nice. It keeps the temperature down.
It does. Yeah. Yep. Very pleasant.
Got another eye macular, whatever, ophthalmic article for you. In a recent literature review published on March 18th, 2025 in the journal Pediatric Investigation, Dr. Li, Dr. Jifeng Yu, and Dr. Nan Liu from the Department of Ophthalmology at Capital Medical University, China, explore the applications and current challenges of AI in the context of myopia. Their review highlights how AI can aid in detection, risk assessment, and the development of predictive models to improve patient care. Would you like to know more?
Myopia, or nearsightedness, which is what I suffer from.
Me too.
Currently affects over 2 billion people worldwide, which I was astounded at that number.
Yeah, it's astounding.
Yeah. When left uncorrected, it can significantly impair vision, disrupting education, employment opportunities, and overall quality of life.
Yeah.
By 2050, nearly half of the global population is expected to be affected by myopia. In particular, high myopia is associated with serious complications that can lead to permanent vision loss, further increasing both the personal and economic burden. Early diagnosis is essential to prevent long-term visual damage and manage the progression of myopia effectively.
Yes. So I had nearsightedness, got the eyes corrected, and now I've got farsightedness. I need readers to read up close.
Yeah. So when I started wearing glasses when I was 10, my eye doctor said, only wear these for when you're needing to see far away. Don't wear them to read. Just, take them off and read, and everything will be good. Well, I was 10, so I just never took them off. I was lazy. Yeah. So now, as an adult, and it's probably been for the last 20 years, I've had to pay. I've progressed into progressive lenses now. So now I got to wear glasses to read. And I mean, I can read stuff. I can see without my glasses, but it's not much better with them. Yeah. So yeah, I'm at the mercy of the optometrist.
Artificial intelligence has emerged as a promising tool in addressing this growing public health issue. Technologies within AI, such as machine learning and deep learning, can analyze complex medical data to support disease diagnosis, identify risk factors and biomarkers, and predict clinical outcomes.
Interestingly, AI models can be trained using MLDL to detect myopia from fundus photos and optical coherence tomography images.
That's where they put the drops in, and then you
dilate your pupils,
and then they take pictures back there.
Right. By feeding a model with a large quantity of fundus images from myopic patients, the AI can be taught to discern minute changes in color and pattern in the retina that are associated with myopia. This allows the model to diagnose future patients from their fundus photos. So, yeah, they can. I mean, they do that to check all kinds of stuff in your eyes, right? I mean, they check for cataracts, and there's a few other things that they look for in your eyes that can be happening that you can't see with the naked eye.
Yeah.
So,
in addition, self-monitoring equipment such as SV1, a handheld, that's not a DJ. SV1 is a handheld device that uses a wavefront sensor to measure eye defects. It can use AI algorithms to detect refractive errors in the eyes. The device could access an online database of images, which the AI can use as a reference to diagnose myopia. Moreover, AI can be trained to detect behavioral changes associated with the onset of myopia. Such detection is especially useful for the early detection of myopia in children, which is often ignored otherwise. For example, the Vivior monitor uses ML algorithms to note changes in visual behaviors, such as time spent on near vision activities in children aged 6 to 16 years. I never thought of that.
So near vision.
Yeah.
Is that Are we talking about nearsightedness, like being able to see far away, or are we talking about near,
Yeah,
like
I
reading?
think in a radius. The kid's looking in a radius rather than looking off to the distance.
So reading and
playing with
computer
toys.
time, playing with toys.
Yeah.
So.
Vexing the parents. Yeah.
Furthermore, ML methods like support vector machine, logistic regression, and XGBoost can be employed to identify risk factors of myopia. Quote, an XGBoost based model can be fed large quantities of longitudinal data, allowing it to learn the outcomes and associated risk factors of myopia in numerous patients. This, in turn, allows the model to assess the risk factors of new patients based on their genetics, family history, environment, and psychological parameters, explains Dr. Li.
Predicting the progression and outcome of myopia can help doctors adjust their clinical approach. Taken on a large scale, it can shape clinical practice and policymaking to help in myopia control. By feeding an AI model large quantities of biometric data, refractive data, treatment responses, and ocular images from numerous myopia patients, the AI can be taught to predict outcomes of myopia in new patients.
Despite the great potential of AI in myopia, several challenges need to be overcome. Firstly, it is important to ensure that the data set used to train an AI model is correct and of high quality.
Yeah, garbage in, garbage out.
I was going to say that would be the case in any AI situation, right?
Yeah. So bias, false negatives, false positives, and poor data quality can negatively impact the diagnostic and prediction accuracy of the model. Secondly, most AI models are trained using data from large hospitals, which may not be representative of patients going to smaller clinics. This creates a discrepancy between real world and training populations. But an eye is an eye is an eye. It really doesn't matter where you're from. Your eyeball, right?
Yes, yeah. It probably has to do with your activity, right? You use your eyes for
farmers versus city slickers.
People, staring at a monitor all day long or TV all day.
I guess. But they don't. Well, maybe they do. Maybe they ask that on the questionnaire. How many hours do you?
Yeah. And again, a farmer is going to be outside, so you're dealing with sunlight.
Yeah.
Wind, sunlight, all the things that affect your eyes. So.
Yeah. Thirdly, an AI model is not a trained doctor, may not be able to provide a clinical basis for its diagnosis, which can cause the diagnosis to be rejected by medical professionals. That's good that there's human at the end, to say yes or no. Finally, with such vast quantities of patient data used to train AI models, it is important to ensure the privacy of patients' medical records.
Quote, while our study highlights the remarkable progress made in the clinical application of AI in myopia, further studies are needed to overcome the technological challenges. By building high-quality data sets, improving the model's capacity to process multimodal image data, and improving human-computer interaction capability, the AI models can be further improved for widespread clinical application, concludes Dr. Jifeng Yu.
Yeah.
So,
the AI is powerful. We've been talking about AI in medical, many topics that have been brought up.
But opposition in all things, right? Could be bad things with AI, but there's a lot of good stuff out there with.
When the machines rise up, that's a bad thing.
Yeah, right? that could be a problem. But I think this is it's just another way to analyze data, right? Is that what they're talking about here? So
large quantities of data rather quickly too.
Right. Yeah. So, and then, like you said, have a human at the end make the determining factor, or clean it up, or whatever. So, anyway.
Well, we hope you enjoyed this segment.
Yeah. Have a good day, everyone. We'll see you in the next one. Take care. Thanks.
Can't find the mouse.